Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Adley LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Aaron Gordon.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Asar Thompson is out there with Tamani Kamara. Then it's Mitchell, and there's Bryant, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. And for Denver, out on the perimeter, it's going to be Brown and Johnson. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point. And both teams, despite losing games in the Cup, still have a chance. But a win here in Game 4 is critical.
Yeah, you want to get into that knockout stage. You have to absorb some blows and land some even better ones. It's not for the faint of heart.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Here's Bryant. Thompson finds Bryant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Now here's Gordon. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Gordon with a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Bryant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kobe's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Jokic against Wembanyama. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Dan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
The Nuggets trail by 3. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Murray, the pass to Gordon. A rebound by the Spurs. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Wembanyama, right side. That shot misses. Good defense by Jokic. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Ali LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Kamare. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Bryant against Brown. Murray outside. Johnson outside. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Johnson's got 6.
And what makes Murray so valuable? He doesn't just look for himself. He can also create for others.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Mitchell. Outside Bryant. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside, Kobe. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there's been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Jokic with it. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for his team in that Grizzlies game. It's deflected. Bryant with it. Hardaway picks him up. And Bryant slams it in.
And you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
And so Brown will bring it up for Denver. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. And the turnover again by Denver. And as the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
A different look for Denver. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Jokic. Peyton Watson comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Carter in for Johnson. Here's Kamare. His last outing, he had 8 points, and Bryant gets it to go.
A nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Carter, the pass to Valanciunas. Can they get it? Watson for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
He takes it in, and it's sent back by Carter. Hardaway dishes to Carter. Back to Hardaway. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And Bona with the rebound. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies. And Bryant throws it down.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Here's Watson. Outside Hardaway. Carter outside. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Jonas. for three. Kobe, count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Valanciunas. He tries for three. A rebound by Kobe Bryant. San Antonio leading by 7. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Hardaway. And Denver again with the bucket.
Silky smooth with that jumper. Hardaway Jr.'s mechanics are what make him so deadly.
Here's Kobe. Some solid defense from Brown. And so it's San Antonio, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Whitmore is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Thompson in at the threesome. And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray, Stan, is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
Clock at 4, and Valanciunas kicks to Watson. And another miss by Denver. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Isaac against Valanciunas. Pass to Wembanyama. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that. But as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. You know, Greg, the one thing you love about the NBA Cup tournament, it makes these early regular season meetings matter much more than they used to.
A win is a win in the regular season, right? But you can never have that taken from you. But you do have an extra layer of intrigue in these games with the NBA Cup going on.
Now here's Murray. 35 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Inside. Here's Watson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Watson's got 7 points in the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Hardaway against Thompson. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama! Too easy.
That's about as automatic a shot as you can get. Nice jam from Wembanyama.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fires for three. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Jokic.
Well, there's no lack of confidence from Jokic behind the arc. He's dangerous from anywhere.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. The Spurs have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Asar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. Johnson comes in for Brown. That one is no good. And Mitch Johnson's stand now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Drains the three-pointer.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Thompson to the paint. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 9. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Isaac. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Christian Brown's checked in for Hardaway. The Spurs also changing it up. Tamani Kamara comes in for Isaac, and Bryant subbed in for Whitmore. The Nuggets trail by 16. Murray looking around. Pass to Gordon. Free throw line jump shot, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Gordon's got his second basket of the game. Here's Thompson. Now Kamara. Stolen by Gordon. Murray for three. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Well, the way that Murray can put the brakes on, it makes his pull-up game deadly.
Outside, Kobe from the arc. It's held in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Murray down low, covered by Mitchell. Kobe against Brown. Outside, Kobe. Bryant bullies through.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
Well, Coach, we know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league. It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Bryant. Wow, hammering it in.
Look out.
Yeah, if you're going to give Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Spurs have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Hardaway's checked in for the Nuggets. Jonas is checked in for San Antonio. Thompson no good on the free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you can see the competitiveness in Hardaway Jr.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A different look now for San Antonio. Bonus checked in, and Isaac subbed in for Tamani Kamara. No good on the free throw.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, I'm told the Nuggets were excited to add veteran center Jonas Valanciunas. They really struggled last season to craft effective lineups when Nikola Jokic was out of the game. In JV, they have a capable scorer and playmaker who can steady the reserve.
He is a big factor. Shams, thank you very much for the report.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Johnson with it. Isaac picks him up. Jokic kicks to Hardaway. Kobe against Brown. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Spurs leading by 14. Out to Kobe. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that one drops. Kobe's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Kobe Bryant getting it done for San Antonio. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome, everyone. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do. And that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Denver Nuggets.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. Rawr.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 16-point game. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Out on the perimeter, it's going to be Brown and Johnson. And it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Bryant. And good that time. Kobe's got 35.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Murray against Thompson. Out left to the wing. Jokic has a two-pointer. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And it's Jokic missing. Spurs leading by 16. Pass to Kamare. It's hauled in by Gordon. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. To the middle. And stolen by Wembanyama. Kobe with it. All guarded by Murray. Bryant looking over the floor. Murray with the defensive effort. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Gordon, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gordon's got 8.
Well, you know, what I like about Gordon is the physicality that he brings to the floor.
Outside, Bryant. Lays it up off the glass. Kobe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for San Antonio. Cam Whitmore comes in for Bryant. Murray for 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Whitmore. Wembanyama outside. Good on the triple. Wembanyama has got 21 in the game. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray from deep three-point territory. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Thompson in the corner. Wembanyama sets a screen for Thompson. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Kamare. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Thompson. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
They need this. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
What focus from Murray. Sticking with the play and earning a free throw.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Jokic against Wembanyama.
Come around.
Pass to Isaac. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here is Murray. Now, here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer. Gordon's got 7 points here in this quarter.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier for both him and this offense.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Mamba is checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Green comes in for Tamani Kamara. Kobe's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Jonas in for Thompson. Lob pass to Gordon. Jonas grabs the rebound. On the wing, Whitmore. Wide open look. Denver grabs the miss.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Open shot by Murray. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And 11 points for Jamal Murray.
That just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is when he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
And here's Bryant outside. Johnson with the rebound.
After draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Nuggets making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Bona's checked in. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Cam Whitmore. Ryan's checked in for Green. And it's Mitchell in for Jonas. They could use a bucket. Kobe's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 10. Down low. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, good to see Gordon having games like these, proving how effective a scorer he can be for this team.
Here's Kobe. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Bryant hits them both. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Here's Pickett, covered by Mitchell. Now, here's Jokic. 13 points in the game. From short range, and Denver again with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Brown against Kobe. Let's take a peek at the league's assist leaders. Jokic is second.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Bryant.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Brown dishes to Valanciunas. Hits it from three-point range. Valanciunas has got it back down to within single digits for Denver. Here's Bryant. It's Bryant converting down low.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Pass to Tyson. And here's Watson. He's covered by Isaac. And here's Brown outside. Spurs leading by 11. And here's Kobe. 43 points in the game. Kobe soaring through the air.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
Pass to Valanciunas. A beautiful reverse layup. Valanciunas has got 5 now.
Valanciunas not afraid to get his close to the basket.
Bryant. It's in. What a play by Kobe.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Valanciunas. Denver passing it around. Valanciunas sets a screen for Brown. Inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Strong finish by Valanciunas. He likes exerting his will close to the rim.
Now Kobe. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Mitchell. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. You've got Isaac. Mitchell is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Thompson. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Spurs?
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Thompson no good on the free throw. The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray outside to the inside. It's Hardaway that time on the assist by Murray.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
Mitchell outside. Out to the right wing. Wembanyama down low. Valanciunas is there. Just 4 to shoot. Whitmore, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 13.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Murray outside. Pass to Valanciunas. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's stolen by Watson. Hardaway passes to Brown. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Valanciunas hits them both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Wembanyama down low. Guarded by Valanciunas. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. He throw good, Wembanyama.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Murray. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Mitchell outside. Pass to Thompson. Back to Mitchell. Here's Isaac. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
Here's Murray. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Whitmore. Mitchell outside. To the paint. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Brown the pass to Murray. Over Thompson. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy. Valanciunas with a screen on Thompson. Murray against Isaac. And they double up Murray to the middle. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Pass to Wembanyama. Bucket is good. Wembanyama's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Murray outside. Connects from 3-point range.
Well, it's only his 2nd 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Pass to Whitmore. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
What's in the screen? Brown outside. Murray against Isaac. Murray, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Isaac finds Wembanyama.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
So it's Denver now. Murray outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Thompson with the rebound. Whitmore with it, picked up by Brown. Pass to Thompson. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Off the inbound, kicks it out to Gordon. Jokic high post. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. The teardrop falls in. Wembanyama's got 37.
And boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there?
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Wembanyama. Back to Jokic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Greg, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bonus checked in.
Well, guys, I've been around this game for a long time, and I've never seen someone like Jokic. A giant man with point guard skill.
Johnson for three. Pass to Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. There's the three. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Gordon with the screen for Murray. Pass to Jokic. 9 feet out. Rebound San Antonio.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Here's Bryant. The rebound by Johnson. On offense, here are the Nuggets. Murray for three. Jonas grabs the rebound. And Kobe, here we go. And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the big picture of the regular season, early wins like these are great for your team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.